Okay, y'all, today we are talking about Humble and their financial report that they released. And stay to the end because there's some info in the report that nobody's really talking about that is interesting. So, here, first, disclosure, I do own the stock. I bought it at TSNP, and it was Tesadoro Enterprises, but, and they did that reverse stock split, which never works, and it just screws you out of shares while they issued more shares. Not happy about that, but anyway, they have 4.37 million in debt. If you see here before they even get down to the report, and that's really not a big deal. That's not a large amount of debt anyway. Now you get down to the report, they have $852,000 in cash. It's down 60% from last Q, but you will see part of that is because of the acquisition of Monster. Monster Creative, because 500,000 of that was in cash and 7.5 million was in stock. They have 463,000 in listed liabilities and 2.8 million in paid-in capital. Now, what's paid-in capital? That's basically when you go directly to the company and buy shares, or you give them cash or some sort of assets for stock. So then this is how they get their cash to operate, you guys, is by paid-in capital. Anyway, so here's the good news, you guys. They got revenues now, which is excellent. So we got revenues 156,000. The cost was 104,000. That's the cost of the revenue seems high, and it is high, but you have to understand that these type of licensing agreements, there's no cost, there's no ongoing cost for the revenue, except for what you're paying the sales reps and whatnot. Then you see, you see a loss of operations of 1.4 million. It's up from 78,000 last quarter. That's huge, of course, but again, here we see the acquisition cost for the Monster Creative. So that's the 500 in cash. Now, what people are not talking about is here the first deal from the Oria Group. They were going to purchase the rights to 15 countries for a lot of money. That deal fell through. That was going to be Australia and some surrounding Pacific Island countries. But what did go through is the Oria Group. They purchased the rights to Chile. Now, this deal is really good because Humble is going to start a company in Chile, and then this Oria Group is going to purchase 35% of that company for 7.5 million. And you see, Humble did receive 1 million of that on April 6th, but they weren't able to put it on the books because it happened after March 31st. So anyway, there's good stuff going on with there, and I'm gonna hold the stock and whatnot. But there you go. Okay, y'all, please like and subscribe to the channel. This material is not an offering, recommendation, or a solicitation of an offer to buy or to sell the securities mentioned or discussed, and is to be used for informational purposes only. Any performance results discussed herein represent past performance, not a guarantee of future performance, and are not indicative of any specific investment. I'm not a financial advisor.